Hey everyone, this is Bethany, and today I'm going to do the 10 things about me tag. I have done the 10 random facts tag or whatever on my old channel if you want to check that out, and I'll link it below, and I'll try not to say any repeated things. I was actually tagged to do this by Sarah at Pearliology on YouTube. It's actually just Pearliology, and I really hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, because otherwise that would be awkward. Yeah. She is just the most gorgeous, bubbly, pretty, curly-haired creature I have ever seen. She said I look like the Little Mermaid, and I was like, so yeah, Sarah, thank you for tagging me in this, because I like doing tags like this, and I like a reason to do them. Sorry it took me a while to get around to it, but I've had personal issues. Anyways, can I just rant for a moment? I have been gone for 3 weeks, and it's not really because I wanted to be gone, it's because I've been really frustrated with my video editing software, and I've already bought nicer software. I just can't figure out how to use it because it's so difficult. But then I use my, simpler movie editing software, and I'll spend like 3 to 4 hours editing a video, and then at the end of it, it'll be like, oh, we can't upload this for you. Don't know why, just can't. Whoops. And I'm like, so on to the 10 things about moi. Okay, so number 1. So I've been wondering whether to mention this one because I don't want to sound like I'm like stuck in the past, because for years I was about this. But number 1 thing I just want to say is I was bullied when I was younger, and I was bullied pretty bad in junior high. Me and my friend Anna, actually, especially, were kind of bullied together. But first it started with me because one summer I went from being really twig thin and not developed in any way, went to school the next summer in like 7th grade, bam, C to D size chest. And people thinking that I had done things to make that happen, or I've been stuffing my mother's bra, or I got plastic surgery. I don't know what caused people to think that, but when girls saw me change in the locker room, they knew it wasn't true, and they still spread that rumor, like between themselves and with the guys. So it was really weird. When I think back on it, I was so bitter for years for being bullied, and now I'm really thankful for it because I think it taught me to be humble before I even got a chance to go, oh, yeah, these are cool. I'm cool. I love me. I'm so awesome. Whoa, great. I even had guys push me into lockers, and when I walked by, people would go, achoo, achoo, and hold tissues and go, stuffer, all that really nice stuff. I feel like that happens to a lot of girls that develop early because it just blows other people's mind that someone can develop faster than you, and also people are kind of stupid at that age. But yeah, so that happened. Okay, so number 2, I am gonna have to say that when I was younger, number 2, my mom would not allow us to play video games. In fact, my brother and I did not get to play video games until our teens, and even when we did in our teens, we mostly did it in secret by, borrowing or finding my brother's Super Nintendo or things like that and hiding it in the basement and playing it when she wasn't around or wasn't paying attention. I really wish I had gotten to play those things when I was younger, but at the same time, if I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone outside as much as I did. I spent a ton of time outside as a child, sunburnt and fishing, so yeah. But I really do wish that my mom had allowed me to have video games, but at least some limited use, maybe in the family room upstairs where she would have seen us playing and how much we were playing, because I feel like it was just something I missed out on, something really cool, and I personally think that video games help develop people's problem-solving skills, especially at a young age. So yeah, I'm really glad that my brother and I actually went behind my mom's back a little bit and played the Super Nintendo and played the N64. Those are my 2 favorite gaming consoles, and otherwise I would have never discovered the Ocarina of Time. So I'm going through a phase right now. I don't know if it's ever gonna calm down, but I'm submerging myself in video games. So here is number 3. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm just gonna have to bring it up again because it's really a part of my personality if you want to get to know me. I sing all the time. I sing in the car, I sing while doing laundry, I sing in the bathroom. I'm not kidding. I just sing while I'm doing anything because I feel like it improves life, and I don't know if I got that from watching Disney movies, but a lot of my friends and my boyfriend say, I swear, you are a Disney princess. You walk around with your long hair singing all day long. And I would believe that, except for the rest of my personality just doesn't really fit into the Disney princess category. Because a lot of the time, my personality relates more to a tomboy, or something more laid back, or some kind of guy. Here, let me give you like a tiny little preview. Nothing terribly long, but this is by Sarah Bareilles. I met on a rainy evening in the summertime. I don't think I need to tell you more. I needed a raise, I worked so hard for this love of mine, and still I've got nothing to show for it. There's like a little preview, little thing of me singing. So yeah. Number 4, when I grew up, I had a little brother that was the closest to my age. So a lot of things we did together, we did like my little brother's stuff, like playing with Tonka trucks in the mud, or we did my stuff like playing Barbies. But he always had, this is like a multi-factor one, but he always had a like tendency to play with my Barbies, and I had a tendency to steal his Wolverine and Power Ranger dolls so that they could play with my Barbies. I felt like Wolverine was a more ideal man for my Barbie than the weird plastic haired kins that they had. They were just so pretty. It bothered me. I would look at their like face and they'd be all like fake, and Wolverine actually had like passion in what he was doing. So I just honestly, most of the time I tried to set up Barbie with Wolverine. I don't know if the height really worked out because he was kind of short even for a big action figure, but that was just the deal. I liked playing with my brother's toys, and he liked playing with mine. Okay, number 5, I just thought I had to, spirit fingers, throw in there because someone recently asked me, one, what my accent was, and then also someone else asked what my heritage was. It's when I could just talk about heritage left and right all over the place, and I know that's really silly and typical of me as a white girl, but the thing is, I was adopted, so I didn't get to know much about my heritage, and I was always really, really interested in it. When I was 21, I got to find my birth parents, and I got a little bit more deeply dwelled in that because I was always kind of suspicious that I was probably Irish since I had strawberry blonde, copper-colored hair. It especially got more coppery after high school. But yeah, it turns out I was a great deal chunk of Irish, and also just as much about a chunk of Cherokee, and then like, you know, Swedish and other stuff in there. So my 2 primary like ethnicities or heritages. So my 2 primary like things that I come from would be Cherokee and Irish. And I'm trying to figure out if that's why I got like a double serving of cheekbone, cause like, check this out. Yeah, it's huge. I get people that land on my videos all the time and they're like, oh my gosh, your cheekbones are so big, and then they just disappear forever. They never speak to me again. They're just terrified. Terrified. Okay, so number 6 would probably be, this is one that Pearliology actually said on hers. I have been afraid of the dark for the majority of my life. I at least like sleeping with a lamp on. I put off going to sleep because like I just don't like being in the dark. But most recently I think I've been able to handle that a lot better. As a kid I was terrified of the dark. I always had to leave my closet light on, and my mom got me a lamp that made butterflies go around my room. It was pretty cool. But now as an adult, I realized that I've got to get over that and not be afraid of the dark. But there will always just kind of be that feeling of, you know, what the heck is over there. Okay, number 7. I have worked customer service for like 6 or 7 years of my life. I'm 25 years old, so I have a devout appreciation for people in customer service, people who are waiters or waitresses, and I cannot stand people who are mean to customer service. It actually just infuriates me when people mistreat them. Likewise, though, I don't like when people are in customer service and they kind of mistreat their person helping them. For example, when Ty and I, my boyfriend, go out to eat, almost always, not that I'm being mistreated, but I've noticed that the female waitresses will wait on him hand and foot because he's a beautiful, beautiful man. And sometimes I will get like that dirty look and I will never get my drink refilled. That has happened sometimes, and I don't even know why. I guess it's just the downside of having a beautiful, scruffy man. Okay, so number 8. This is funny to think about. I'm actually graduating soon in just a matter of weeks, and I'm really excited. I have a business degree, Bachelor's of Science in Business, and I'm really excited to see if I can really implement it to own my own business someday. That would be really exciting for me. And some of you have already heard me mention this. My dream come true would be to own my own makeup line. I am a big shopper at a lot of makeup companies because I want to delve into, what works for them and what people like about it. But I also want to take that and incorporate everything I believe should be part of a makeup line and make it mine. I won't get into much of it right now, but that's basically my plan for the future if I can do it. And I'm really, really excited about it. So yeah, that's my number 8. Okay, number 9. When I was really young, and even now, I try to draw comics on my own because I think they're fun. And when I was like in junior high, just to kind of keep my mind off of how sucky things were, I was making my own comic book a lot of the time. And it would be kind of like a cross between Scooby-Doo and Archie comics. Now I really need to get back into drawing because it really does bring me a lot of happiness and joy, but I got a lot going on until I graduate, so we'll see. But yeah, so I used to like making my own comic books. Okay, number 10, I thought I'd bring it up since I do sometimes get asked about my accent, which I didn't realize I had one, so I guess, yay. So I have a bit of an accent. I feel like some people have called it Southern, but it's not really quite Southern, it's more like Midwestern. So I live in America, I have a Midwestern accent, but it's also kind of weird because it's mixed with a lot of dialect from a lot of movies I watch and, things that are part of my sense of humor that I joke about. So my voice gets kind of weird and all over the place, but if I want to, it will crack like a whip across the room. Not that that has much to do with my accent. But yeah, so I have a Midwestern accent because that's where I'm from. And sometimes I think that might sound Southern, because I do things like this. But that's just kind of part of my personality and my mannerisms. So yeah, so there's my accent. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. My next video will actually be a tutorial, and sorry that I've been putting it off for a while. As I mentioned earlier, I've been really frustrated with technology. If you guys want to keep updated with me, you can follow me mostly on Facebook. That's where I update the most. Sometimes on my Instagram, whatever. You don't have to follow those, but on my Facebook, if you want to discuss something with me, a lot of the time I might ask things of my followers and get their opinion, and the place where you can put in your input would be my Facebook page. So yeah, be sure to follow that if you want to do that. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I have to go run some errands and then get ready for school stuff, but I'm glad that you all are in my life, and hopefully I divulged some nifty stuff to you that lets you get to know me a little bit better.